Good morning. I'm gonna sit and see if anybody would come join me. I just wanted to say a couple of thank yous and for people leaving me comments and checking in on me. So let me see if anybody will mosey on down to my old dry channel. No, I'm saying my quiet channel. I have not been on here and doing no type of commentary or content in a minute. When you love someone, I know everybody's moving around in other lives. I just want to say a thank you to a couple of people that left comments checking on me. Ooh, when you love. Hey, Dolly, how are you? How you doing, boo? Oh, I done messed up my whole look, girl. I did that. I typed that in the how can I change it? Well, I'm gonna be a glam man. I typed that in the other night and I never changed it. Is this where I find it at? Okay, here we go. Let me see. Let me see if I can find the old one. Thank you for. Ah, no, this is not it. How do I find my Okay, here I go. That is not it. I'll take that off. Give me a second. Okay, I'll leave that up. Dolly, I don't know how to change my da, 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 da. Oh, you are? I know I'm off today. I'm not watching the baby. Um, yeah, I watched the my glam babies on. I'm off Mondays and Thursdays, and I watch them. I mean, Mondays and Thursday. I watch them Friday. I watch them Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So yes, I am. I'm trying to fix this. Okay, let me see. Well, hey, turn it off. Okay. I am redoing my entire room this week, putting that check to good use, and the rest is going towards the wedding. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. And I know you had to reschedule your wedding for 20. 22. Um, I know that had to be a hard decision you had to make, but the way this stuff is going on, until they get this C-19 under control, I know that was hard. So, what are you going to do to your room? Are you going to paint? Are you doing a whole total makeover? And what colors you going to pick? What will be your colors, Miss Dolly? And how is Lightning doing, Dolly? Tell him I said hi. Tell him I send my love across aboard the ocean. And how is the little mini Dolly doing? Oh, pink and gold. Well, that's gonna be pretty. You just did the princess room. What color did you do, little mini Dolly's room? I like the. I know everybody has been using like the gold for. I mean the gold, the gray colors and stuff. I want to do an accent wall. I want to do an accent wall right by my dining room table. But I don't know what color it is because you have to be very careful with the grays. But I watched this guy on YouTube. That's no, it's kind of weird. But yes, I watched this guy on YouTube, and he's a paint mixology. He mixes paints, and he comes up with these really, really creative colors, like really nice. And I sit there and watch him mix and paint, girl, because there's just too much going on over here in this little sector. So I be trying to, skedaddle and not get caught up in the storms of beefs that's going on. I like the pink and gold. Are you gonna do any painting, Dolly? Anyway, I came on here today to if y'all can catch the replay action. But I want to really thank Yolanda and Aisha and Dolly and Reed and Demetra and Boss Lady Content and Sticks Girl. Yolanda wrote a beautiful comment up under my last video. Many dollars annoying but good. Her room is pink, purple, and blue. Lightning move. Oh, he went to Twitch? I heard of that app. Is it like YouTube? Yeah. I want to thank you, thank the ladies for Yolanda. Thank you, you and Aisha. Really, really helped me get through this loss that I'm dealing with because me and him left off on bad terms. We had a big argument, a big blowout, big, 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 and it was a concern in his health and certain things that us not communicating, and there's a lot of things that came up in that argument that kind of ticked me off, you know. And I can say this one thing: it's a beautiful thing when you've been in a relationship with somebody, and then after your relationship has ended, you can still remain friends. I mean, the best of friends. And me and this man, we went through a lot of heartaches, ups and down arguments, but that's part of relationships. But also, he took up something that most men wouldn't, and he stepped in and helped me raise my beautiful children, and they respect and adore him. And that was their father. That was the father figure that was in the household. People's like, and I'm very picky and very about my kids, even when they were younger, about allowing men to be around them, about letting men pick up that title of being their dad. Being a single parent, having kids, you meet somebody. And I didn't want that to be a repetitive thing in my life. That if I'm with this one man, he's daddy, and then I'm with another man, no, 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 no. This man has played a very active role in all my babies' lives. He picked up the slack where the daddies didn't want to, and I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him. I mean, I met him when my son was 7 months old, 1994. I met him, and I had just moved into San Francisco. I didn't know my way. I mean, I know the city, but living there is different. And we began a relationship, and he was a good dude. What card? What? What did you need to buy? What did you need to buy? What? I'm asking you a question. Hey, Sticks. Hey. And she just threw me off. Um, I mean, my family adored him. I mean, I just don't think I'm in a space of not speaking to him. And sometimes we put our pride and our egos like, I ain't gonna call him till he call me. And I would never thought that I would get a phone call saying that he passed away. This man was strong. He was healthy. Besides getting diabetes, he was really taking. I don't know what happened, but I know that I spoke with his mom. His mom said that, and I spoke to some other friends that he wasn't feeling good during New Year's. He was in Vegas. He went to Vegas twice. He kept telling me he wasn't feeling good. He was weak. He was tired. They thought it might have been diabetes. So he was just running around because he's always the type of man that he kept a hustle, he kept a job, and he kept it busy. Um, and so on last Thursday, he called his cousin and told his cousin he was having chest pains, and his cousin told him to go to the hospital, and he didn't. So he was in LA. Yeah, thank you, Stiggs. He was with his girlfriend. They lived down in LA. And she told him that she was running to the store to do some errands and asked him did he want anything because he was upstairs in bed. And he told her no. So they said that was around 6 o'clock when she left the house. And during her time of running errands, she was calling, checking in on him, but he didn't answer his phone. So the time she returned home at 8 o'clock, he passed away by himself at home. That's my biggest fear. And I know it just sounds kind of, I mean, but I'm be honest. This bad dying by myself, just being there alone, you know, and no telling what type of trauma he was going through that course of time being there, not even able to call for help. So we had a big argument, and I haven't spoken to this man in 9 months because of my ego, my pride, and also sometimes and what he was saying, something words do hurt. We both was going back and saying things, and we always bring up what happened in our relationship. I don't know why we always revisit that, but it was a touchy subject for me. And we stopped speaking. I blocked him on social media. I blocked his number to call me. He was still in contact with the kids. I mean, he was in contact with the kids. With my son and them. But like he told my kids, y'all know y'all mama. I want to thank you, Yolanda, Aisha, Sticks, and everybody because I'm not gonna be able to say goodbye to him, and physically I'm not gonna be able to say goodbye to him because he's down in LA. Um, His mom said they're gonna cremate him and have a service down there. So I won't be able to say and pay my respects physically, but what Aisha and Yolanda Zalanda said was to write a letter. And I'm not doing it now because I'm not rushing anything, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a small service for him with my family and my, just small because he can't do anything too much because of this COVID. But I'm gonna do something small for him. Um, my son, I haven't spoke to him since I told him because that was his father. He's been in my son's life since he was 7 months old, and he really, really um took my son under his wing and supported me in helping me raise him. I talked to my son and told him I have not heard from my son. I texted him, and he said he would call me later. You know, us moms, we get so overbearing, and we got to be there. And I know my son's a man, but I just hate to. He's with his girlfriend, so I just step back and let him grieve the way he want to grieve, and figure out if he's going to go down to LA to be with the family. I can't go because I'm back working, and I don't have any type of money to be going nowhere right about now. So everybody know we times are hard, but this one is this. I'm upset at him, very upset at him at this moment because he wouldn't go to the damn hospital. He refused to go, and he was saying he think he had COVID, but he would not go to the hospital. And he already knew that he had underlying medical conditions. He had asthma, so that right there. That right there is the worst thing to have to deal with COVID, and he wouldn't go. So I'm upset at him right now, and it's not an angry one. I'm just disappointed that he did not take any preventive precaution to get to where he needs to go to the hospital, knowing that he has underlying medical conditions. Medical conditions. So I'm pretty disappointed in him because he was that person who would get on me about my health, but he wouldn't take care of himself. And I know men are hard headed when it comes to their medical and their health. They are very, very hard headed. Their feet could be falling off. They could be losing their ear. Their eyeball could be rolling down the street. And they say, I'm okay. I'm okay. And that's the biggest problem in the African American community with our African American men. I have lost a lot of men my age due to high blood pressure, diabetes that they didn't know they had these things. And by the time they get to the hospital, they stroked out and they never made it back, or they come back and they come back messed up. So I just want to tell everybody, please, please make sure we let our brothers know to take care of themselves. Speak to them. Tell them, don't wait till it's too long. Go seek medical help if you're sick. Like me, I know as women, if our toe itch, one of our eyelashes is hurting, we going to the doctor. But men don't. They don't. So I'm angry with him, and it's okay for me to be angry right now because he also left behind 7 other children. Yes, he had a lot of kids. He loved kids, um, and a grandbaby. So with my three, that's 10 kids that looked up to this man. Always looked at him as a strong man. I mean, he wasn't the man for me, but he was a good man. Knowing him for 26 years and being in a relationship for almost 10 years off and on, and we still remain friends because of the children and because of respect we have for one another. And, I will always love him, you know. So, yeah, I'm angry. I'm at an angry space with him. Last night, I haven't slept really. Um, it's just crazy. And for people who do not believe that C-19 is real, it's real. So please be safe out there. practice every precaution you can to make sure you keep yourself safe and your family safe. And then on the flip side of that, some people who are not, what can we say? On the flip side of that, you know that most people who have passed away since 2020, they've been saying it's C-19. So just be safe. Thank you, Dolly. Yeah, I'm angry right now with him right now. I'm angry with him. I'm angry. I talked to his mom and I told her that we had a big argument, and then it was beautiful because she validated the way I was feeling because they all been getting on him before this happened about his health. You're a diabetic. You're trying to be a truck driver. You're doing Lyft. You're driving across the country. I mean, it was nights that he used to call me at 3 o'clock in the morning talking about I passed out, and he was driving big rigs. I'm like, you passed? I said, why don't you pull over? Check your sugar. And he was just so hard headed, just hard headed. And it was like a battle with him because, he knows everything and I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm just angry. I'm like angry with him right now. It'll be okay because it's okay to feel that way. You know, it's just sad that we couldn't say our goodbyes and we both allowed our egos to come between a little stupid argument. Well, it wasn't stupid, but we could have did more communication and not let like 9 or 10 months go by without speaking to each other. That don't make sense. And maybe because my part I blocked him, but he was still my friend, my kid's friend on Facebook, Instagram. He had their numbers. I know that he was in another relationship. He had a girlfriend, and I know my boundaries with that too. But it was not like that. We were just really, really close and good friends. When my mom passed away, he was my mom's pallbearer. He was there for me when my mom passed away in so many ways. When my uncle got murdered, he was there, you know. And the first thing I said, and I giggled to his mom, I said, um, I said, I bet I said, I bet my mom and my uncle, you know, we always think those things when somebody passed away, they be there with your loved ones. And I was like, I bet my uncle and my mom was like, dog, what you doing up here? Because that's what my family used to call them dog. It's okay to be angry, but don't let the angry stop you from. I know, God, Dolly, and I'm just angry at this moment, and I will. And it's so sad because grieving is a very because you go through different stages of grieving: happy, sad, disbelief, angry, all those signs of grieving. And with me, I have had a lot of death around me. I'm being honest. I have lost so many people and loved ones that I have to compartmentalize who can I grieve for because I'm still grieving for my mom. I'm still grieving for my friend. And it's just crazy. It's like, and I'm making sure that I do not allow this to consume me because I know this is a part of living is to die. But when it happens so suddenly and unanswered questions, I think that's the hardest part. So I'm not gonna let it I'm not gonna fester in anger too long. And thank you, Dolly, for that. Thank you for telling me that. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him. I just want to make sure my son will be okay. You know, he really looked up to him. I mean, it was a point that when me and him was no longer together, and being a single parent, raising a man, a boy, a son, it's hard. A woman can, I mean, there's certain things that a woman can do or, be for a boy. And he really, really helped me out in that area with raising my son. And I think some of my son's attributes come from him. And you don't have to be a biological father to be a father. You don't. It has biological fathers out here who don't even take care of their kids, have no emotional. connection with their children. And this man had a beautiful connection with my girls and my son. I mean, my son was acting up at one part of his life that I had to let him move in with him. I had to just, we went through the courts and the courts allowed it. Ain't that a beautiful thing? My son was in some trouble, and I just need to get my son from the atmosphere that he was in. And he took him and had my son. He had my son and helped my son get through that difficult time in his puberty, in his teenage life. And he really kept it real with my son. He's like, you don't want to end up in those places. So, and I hate when I hear women say, "Oh, happy Father's Day to each other." No, let a man be the father. Let him be the man. If he's not gonna step up, that's on him. But I just thank God that God had placed a man in my life at the time that I needed help raising three babies by myself. Literally, three kids, working, living in San Francisco. And this man stuck around and picked up the burden and took up the slack that my children fathers didn't want to have nothing to do with. So that's a beautiful thing. And it was we used to me and him used to always joke because I'm gonna be open and candid. After I had my son, I had got my tubes tied. I was 27 years old when I had my tubes tied. I could have had my kids laugh when I say this. I could have had multiple babies after that. I could have had a baby by him, but I knew after I had my son, I did not want any more kids. Three was enough. I'm already struggling with with the three I got. So, and me and him used to always discuss that. Like he was like, "Oh, you should get your tubes untied." I was like, no, just enjoy the ones we have right here." So yeah, it is cold out here. It is freezing, and I know everybody say we gonna be cold in California, but it's cold. I have the day off. I'm just gonna really chill and relax. Um, yeah, just chill. I've not really been engaging on YouTube because it is messy and I need to keep my peace. I'm gonna be honest. Everybody going at it. This feel like last year again, deja vu. I just pray that nobody get hurt in the midst of this this war that's going on. I'm just gonna say this: I have nothing to do with none of those, but I ain't getting none of it. I'm scared to drop down in people's chats now. I do not have time for it. Life is too short, and tomorrow is never promised. And we have so much that's going on in our country to be fighting here on YouTube amongst people that we won't even know, well, we might even meet at all. But I know one thing: I have gained some beautiful women that I met via YouTube. Beautiful, amazing, smart, talented, crazy, funny women. Hi, content. Hey, beautiful. Plus, my hand's been full since I got these y'all. Since I got the grandbabies back, well, the grandson, I pick him up after school, so he's only here with me 2 hours a day. But on weekends, I got both of them. Ooh, y'all, and that little girl, and y'all know my little girl, that little 2-year-old. Actually, she'll be two next month. That little girl is like six kids, six babies in one. If I could videotape, I'm gonna videotape a day with her. She don't like taking naps. Mind you, she come here every morning. She come here every morning at 9:30, and her mom don't get off of work until 5, sometimes 6. Don't you know that little girl don't like taking naps? She don't like taking naps, y'all. How you not gonna take a nap, little girl? So you don't keep me up all day. But we've been doing activities, trying to teach her how to potty train her. She stands inside of the toilet potty chair now. She stands in it. She plays with it. So I'm letting her play with it. I mind my business. I am focused on me and my yes, please, because everybody's fighting. Dolly, you got a whole wedding plan. Speaking of that, where are the videos for wedding planning ideas? Yeah, Dolly has a whole wedding plan. Oh, that's so fun. I know you're having fun. but she had to move the wedding date. I am content. She had to move the wedding date. But through all this right now, God has been really ministering to me, really, 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 and opening my eyes. We just have to be very cognitive of our bodies. When our bodies are saying things ain't right, go check it out. Don't wait no 3, 4 days. If you're not feeling good, please make sure you take care of yourself. Also, protect your peace. I have noticed when I used to get up and log into YouTube in the morning, I used to watch all the mess, and that mess used to get into my spirit. So I try not to go into the some of this stuff in the morning. I'm trying to really redirect the way I move on YouTube because it's too much and it's draining, it's consuming. And I sometimes be in there yelling, cussing at the computer screen, going off. And I'm like, what are you doing? So yeah. Oh, wow, I didn't know she had to change the date. Your grandbaby got stuff to do. That's why she don't make content. That little girl, oh my, she is so funny. She eat, girl. That little girl can eat. She eats everything. She like salmon. She like crab. She like shrimp. She like chicken. She like steak. She like she like avocado salad. Ain't nothing she turning down. So I don't. She ain't a little baby I can give some hot dogs to. She wants some food. Yes, content. That's what I learned. I have been protecting my eye gates, my ear gates, even my mouth, my sense. Yeah, I had to fall back. It was just, mm-mm. Yes, we got people coming from the United Kingdom and China, and I don't feel comfortable with the Rona. Yeah, understanding, Dolly. I know it was a hard decision to make because I know you're so excited, but you're being respectful of other people and how you know, this way. Never know. Hopefully, this stuff will die down. Wait, did y'all see Michelle Obama? Girl, she was serving the gods. Michelle Obama came in there looking like, girl, that trench coat and that plum outfit she was rocking yesterday. She did that. I enjoyed Lady Gaga. I'm singing the night. I enjoyed her. I enjoyed all of them. They did. It was a nice intimate inauguration. I just like to see when they do their first dance and stuff and all that. They was able to do that. Content, I seen you was down. Was you down there, Content? Was you able to participate with the inauguration? Girl, that icon, her hair was, girl, you can see her hair was so laid. You could see it shining on the TV. She looked it amazing. And the thing I like about Michelle, she don't have to wear that much makeup. She looked beautiful. Oh, and then I love the way, Obama got like kind of like a pimp walk. He got a cold walk on him. Girl, you seen Joe Biden pimp walk too? Yeah, Joe. Oh, I thought she was there. I know. You said you wish. Yeah, Joe Biden got they all. It's crazy that whole insurrection thing. When I was watching that in real time on the TV, I was like, I know. And for him to, he incited that. I don't care what nobody say. That man incited that. He started that. And them people went down there as bold as they are and did what they did. And they always gonna try to call BLM to terrorists. No. So I enjoyed Joe Biden's speech. Hey, Nubiology 101. I really enjoyed Biden's speech. I really did. Um, I enjoyed seeing Camila's family and the different colors in her family. Um, Lady Gaga, she sung that. Oh, she did that. She looked good, even though she had a big bird on her chest. Okay. Um, They all looked good. I liked the J Lo outfit. That white girl. That was a beautiful thing yesterday. And I just prayed my prayer for 2021 and for the rest of the 4 years that Joe Biden and Miss Madame Harris is in office, that they will really be able. I hope. I pray that they're allowed to do their job concerning the United States. Um, concerning the racial tension we have, that's there, that's sitting right there. It's not you can't skim over now. That Trump actually really fed into. I hope that God will just come in and let there be a sense of not really normal, but some type of sense that we are okay. Because that man was crazy. That man had an ideal that he just wanted to be. He was so narcissistic. Even when he said that people, yes, they, what he saw, he said, they read that people analyzed my speech. They analyzed my speech, and they said I didn't say anything threatening. Or man, that whole who analyzed what you said? Because you said what you said. You said that we are going to march down to the Capitol. Actually, we're gonna march down Pennsylvania Avenue and go to the Capitol, and that we fight, and his son said it. Then that old cricket lawyer said it. Y'all all set that whole thing up. And then to watch the police. Some police was trying to protect people, but some of them was taken. That was crazy. Trump was dangerous. He was willing to destroy the country to retain a communist socialist party of hate and racism. That's what his plan was. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted this country divided. It was all about him. How do you have people, and he had his daughter doing stuff. Girl, she didn't go to their school to be up there trying to make any type of decision in the United States of America. I don't even remember, I'm be honest, what role did Ivana, his wife, what role did she play as the first lady? Only thing I just heard about her, be me or be great. What was the be? Was it? What was it, y'all? Be. It didn't even sound right. Be good. No, it wasn't even be good. What was the campaign that she was running around doing? That didn't even sound right. Didn't have no type of um, impact, even with the wording. It didn't sound like she just said, "Okay, I'm gonna be done." Um, she wasn't that engaging, and he is not done. I've heard him. He may start a third. I heard that too. I heard that too. Be best. Thank you. Be best. Be best. She just woke up and say, I'm gonna be best. She was complicit with her husband. They all were. And they also said that if he doesn't return, maybe his son or his daughter might have political plans to run for office. But content, if he started a third party, but if he get impeached, wasn't it if he get impeached and get convicted, wouldn't that stop him to run to even be on any political platform? If he gets impeached, he already been impeached once, but this impeachment has criminal stuff behind it. Melania was just as dangerous as him. She agreed with everything he did, and he's not welcome to the Bidens to the White House. Was yes, 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 breaking the lack of class. She was very dangerous as him, a quiet, sneaky, dangerous. Okay, the son dangerous, the daughter dangerous. Okay, I mean, people at the end was starting to drive. It was too late now. After 4 years, y'all let this man run havoc. He desperate. She done went there and took the rose garden that Jackie Kennedy made and made it some little plane. I hope they put them roses back in the White House. Then she was talking about she was upgrading the tenant. Leave the property alone. I don't know if our country could have did another 4 years of Trump. I'm gonna be honest. He wouldn't have survived at all. He was. I think he got dementia. Something's wrong with that man. Parkinson, something. I already know he got psychological stuff, but something deeper. Something is really wrong with him. For him to, when you hear him speak, he never takes accountability at all, at all. And then he told his supporters he loved them. They're good patriots. No, they had a gallows and a new spot to hang Pence. They were looking for God, what's her name? Y'all help me. What's the lady name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Oh God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Pelosi. They were those people came in there with zip ties to tie their hands up. They came in there with tactical gear, and to come find out, some of those people that were supporting Trump were police officers, firemen, nurses, lawyers, and they said even when they did the thing for the inauguration, they had to turn people away because they're white wing or racial things that they posted on social media. I don't think he would have left after 8. If he had that much power after 4 years, you can imagine, yes, he would have been just dictating over the United States. That man did not want to leave. He's evil. He's vile. And how dare y'all wait till the last minute of the last hour to figure out this man was 5150. And now y'all all scared because y'all all their hands, y'all got some dirty hands in that Congress in the Senate. Oh yeah, y'all got some dirty hands in the Capitol Hill. And y'all slips are showing. Those people came in there to hurt. That woman got shot. They said two police officers got killed. So in total, 5 people got murdered or killed in the thing, in the insurrection. If that was BLM, I know people are so tired of us saying it, but that was BLM or any other peaceful protest, they would have killed them. They would have killed. It would have been so much blood. The Capitol would have been red. The Capitol would have been red. So yes, he's dangerous. His wife dangerous. His son is dangerous, and his daughter is dangerous. The whole family is crooked and dangerous. And I hope they don't get no type of momentum. I hope that he is not able to run any type of political party, or even if I don't even want his kids in office. They can't even be working at the post office. Keep the Trumps away from anything that has anything to do with the United States government. That's my stance on it. You know, and actually, I had came face to face. Y'all remember a couple of months ago, right before the election, the Trumpsters came out to my community and was trying to start some stuff, but we wasn't having it. We chased their butts right up out of our city. We chased they. We was about that life. You ain't coming into the hood thinking y'all about to wave y'all flags in our neighborhood. That ain't happening. And it could have been. We could have. It could have been worse. If the police didn't step in and tell them to leave, it could have got ugly out there. It could have got ugly. Because where I live at is one way in and one way out. There's no other way unless you run to the woods and you don't want to go up there. I want them to go back to being rich. Yes, stay out of politics. Continue to rip other people off. They thought that the United States was their big bank. They were going to bank on it. They was going to drain every resource that he was able to get his filthy, squirmy hands on. And they said that some places they want him to come. They said New York don't want him there. Palm Springs they want him to come back. He barely made it to Florida. People are either, yeah. I didn't. Yeah, Trump. I'm so happy it's over with. I'm so happy that I know things is not going to be. It's going to be a rough start for the Biden administration, but we just pray over them. Um, that we could get back to democracy, back to what the United States stand for, and deal with this virus. Deal with this virus, you know. And then he had the nerve to say that he wanted a full fledged marching girl. He wanted to go out like Hitler. He wanted to go out like Hitler. He wanted the Pentagon to get him some military people to come escort him about the White House. They said, "Oh no, you're gonna get you a marching band and a couple of cannonballs, and we're gonna. They had to ask people to come to his send off. Yes, we need to keep them lifted in prayer. I mean, I even prayed for Donald Trump to unharden his heart. I prayed for the president. I ain't say I ain't never prayed for. I prayed for Donald Trump because they said in the Bible we should pray for our leaders and political. Da, 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 you know what I'm talking about. But yes, keep them in prayer, a prayer of protection that God will put the right people to be around them, and we don't need no more yes ma'ams and yes sirs and that. Mm, they said that Trump was having. Plus, Trump was firing people left and right. That's why he could never run the country. He was so busy firing people and people putting people in positions that they didn't need to be in. Like that lady he put in to be the over the school, over the our schools. She'd have no type of education to run any type of, not even a school of fishes. He gave this lady a role to govern over our children's education. This woman, when I remember watching them talking to her, she had no clue of what she was doing. She put people in high places with no damn degrees, education to even run those departments. He was just pulling anybody up, just to pull them up. So I just pray that Biden and Harris have a strong, strong, strong team behind them. And I pray that the Republicans won't fight against them so much when it comes to some of these laws that need to be passed. I also heard that Biden also lifted the Muslim ban, that he lifted the Muslim ban for the people of what was it, Syria, down, at least Biden is like the diverse. Yes, 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 experience. So wait, so Trump ended up pardoning Lil. Why did Lil Wayne get pardoned? Was he in trouble? I just got one question because I was lost on that. Why did President Trump pardon Little Wayne, the rapper? He wasn't in jail, was he? Or when he got pardoned for the crime? Why did he get pardoned? I'm confused on that one. And then how many people he had pardoned? So that's one question. I'm reading the chat. The second question is, was he able to get back into Twitter, Facebook? did they let him get back? Is his account on Twitter, Facebook, or else Periscope? Where else was he using? YouTube, any social media weapon. Wayne had weapon charges, and okay. So is he able to go back on social media? That's my second question. Was is Trump back on social media? Or they still got him locked? Because he does have a big following. Okay. Thank you, content. So my other question was, what was it? I forgot. Oh, some of those are lifetime bans. Okay. So he lifted some. Okay. Okay. Wow. Did you hear that he had a nerve to ask, can he get put on the rock with the presidents? They said he called the national park and said, can they chisel his face up? They said that Donald Orange Man Trump called the state park was where I think is Lincoln, Washington. What is that called? The monument of the presidents. I forgot the name of it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Asked them, did they chisel his face up there? And two, so that was the that man is crazy. He actually wanted his face up there. No, and then two. So that when he went down to El Paso, Texas, that was part of the wall. That's how big the wall is. How far that girl that that man. Sometimes you just have to laugh at crazy because he was crazy. He wanted to be a dictator. He wanted us to suffer, and he wanted the good old Proud Boys to come up. Um, and I thank God, like you said, content, that he had that much power to take over the military. Because if he had the military in his pockets, we would have been screwed. I thank God that didn't get that. If he would have stayed in 4 years, yes, I think that would happen. And then wait, why his wife gonna come on there with that people making false accusations? What are you talking about? Your husband that started a whole damn insurrection. He was talking. He had his people, the good old boys, the Proud Boys, the militia, who the girl, Uncle Billy Bob, and all them come down to the White House, the Capitol, and they was talking about they was about to hang people. They had those zip. They had. I'm telling them, as you watch the videos and all the stuff I seen, they was down there talking about. They had some people that was just caught up in the moment, but they had some people was down there to handle some business, and I believe some of that started. That was an inside job. Somebody dropped the ball, and somebody hands us in on that. I had he wanted his face, yes, content. Woo! They said he was up in that White House. But he said they also said that he asked. This is another thing. He was trying to pardon him and his whole family because y'all know y'all did some dirt. But they said if he did that, that wouldn't look right, and that would mess up. It might end up messing him up. I hope they criminally charged him with something. I hope they. It was an inside job. I hope they. I hope his. I hope that they don't get a slap on their wrist because they cried up. Did he pardon any of those people that was arrested during the insurrection? 'Cause that's what they was asking to do, to pardon them. One man told his family, told his son and his daughter, if they snitched on him, he was gonna blow. He was gonna, you know, pow pow. He was gonna hurt his family if they snitched on him. But they ended up snitching on him anyway. But they all snitched on each other, y'all. How y'all gonna storm the Capitol and be live on your Instagram and your social media while you're doing a crime? That was the dumbest. They wasn't thinking. It wasn't thinking. It was an inside job. I really believe the way those police officer was, they were too comfortable. But that one man that no, they was an accident. They were pleading for him to do it, but I think he not gonna touch. He better not touch that. I know he was trying to pardon himself and his family, so they scared. hmm I just hope they convict him. That because if they convict him, that means he cannot run for political party, it's- and that he would not get the benefits of being a president, ex-president. Because with that being after your presidency is presidency, after you leave the White House, you still get some perks. You get travel expenses. You get paid every year a certain amount of money. You still have the Secret Services with you at all times. So if he gets stripped and get convicted, they take everything. We should not be able to take care of this man no more. Don't y'all convict him. I don't care if he get y'all convict President Trump, ex-President Trump. If y'all do that, I hope they stripe him. Just take all the benefits he have supposed to have after his retirement of being president. I don't think it was a crime. They call themselves patriots. They think everyone else is wrong. They crazy and delusional. They don't think it's a crime. But people got killed. People got injured during your revol- revolution. That was a revolution. That was a gang of angry people, good old boys, that was upset because Trump kept saying that they rigged the election. But Trump, Mr. Orange Man, But didn't you? Then that's how you got in the White House. That's why you trying to say everybody else is doing it. You remember you just play with them little boys across over there in Russia? Huh? Mm-hmm. Mm. Girl, why am I eating hot tamales at 10 o'clock, 10:30 in the morning? But anywho, I'm about to get up and fix me breakfast. This was funny. I could go on and on talking about this because that's about politics. But I believe that we at a place right now that we just need to lift up the new administration, and that this I hope that this is just the end of the Trump era. He messed up his whole. Everybody gonna remember this is gonna be on the history books. We people ain't gonna ever stop talking about this. I just want him to be charged. I want his wife to be all of them. They all need to be charged. He knew what the hell he was doing. He said we, and it's so bad. So wait before I leave. The sad part about it, he didn't take his butt down there. He as they marched down to the Capitol, he hightailed his butt the other way and was in the bunker skiing. Yes, Mr. Cheeto man. Oh, thank you, Conte. I'm gonna come back live. I just figured I could come back live on Mondays and Thursdays. Those are days I'm gonna pick because I don't have the kids. But anywho, I will talk to you guys later. You have a blessed day. I'm about to go fix me some breakfast. Talk to you ladies later.